I didn't need to. Graham Tire picked up my car this morning and dropped it back off when they were done.
You're kidding. How'd you get that kind of service?
That's just what they do at Graham Tire.
Schedule your service online on the Pickup and Delivery tab at GrahamTireLincoln.com. That's GrahamTireLincoln.com. Let us do the running. Some limitations apply. See store for details.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2025 Ford F-150 for $199 per month.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1007055. Previous service loaner. $199 per month. Lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 6,800 to its 90. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Plus take new retail delivery from the Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26. See dealer for details.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
No one's ever explained it this way. That's what we hear at Trade-Offs when you finally see how today's crop insurance tools work with your grain marketing plan, not in isolation. With hail and wind rates increasing and margins already tight, it's time to challenge how you look at crop insurance. It's time to ask better questions. It's time to call Trade-Offs. Call us at 402-858-7501 or visit gotradeoffs.com to start the conversation. That's GOTREDAS.com. Trade-Offs, ingrained in your success. No, seriously, give us a call.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
If you've been around Lincoln for more than a few years, you've heard of Dewey's Computer Service. We've been fixing computers for nearly 30 years. Now, we're Wingman IT, and we take care of all the things that go buzz, beep, or ding for your business. Our team of support engineers take care of everything from computers and servers to business phones, network cabling, firewalls, and most importantly, IT security. We take care of technology so you can focus on running your business. Call us or visit us at wingmanit.com.
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. 93.7 The Ticket sports news go now.
Good morning and welcome to your 93.7 The Ticket sports update. I'm Connor Kerman. Nebraska basketball loses second in the last 3 games, falling in an incredible overtime matchup with the number 13 Purdue Boilermakers. Nebraska went into the locker room trailing 16 at half. Purdue then extended the lead to 22 in the second, but Nebraska clawed back, tying the game at 68-68 before eventually losing in overtime 80-77. The Huskers are back in action on Saturday, February 14th against Northwestern. Staying in college hoops, more chaos brewed in the 8 p.m. Central Time window as 5th-ranked Iowa State lost to TCU 62-55, and 9th-ranked Illinois fell Wisconsin 92-90 in overtime. Nebraska softball is back in action Thursday against LSU, and wrestling takes on Illinois on the road on Friday. For more sports updates, keep it tuned here at 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning on this wonderful Wednesday morning. The sun is out, the birds are chirping. Swim has a beautiful new, very tapered up, very manicured, well manscaped.
Easy.
You let me finish.
Well, because you awkwardly paused after you said manscaped.
Manscaped beard over there.
That is
nice
true.
Haircut as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm talking about on your face.
I didn't think anything else.
Yeah,
I got a little chesty coming through the top of the collar, a little
you got
chest
a hairy
there.
chest?
Huh?
You got a hairy chest?
No.
Nah. Yeah.
Dude, any other questions for
Any
me?
other questions you got for me? Hey, I do. You know what?
Oh, this should be good.
This is going to be great.
This should be good.
This morning, I'm in the gym, and I met my man, Matt Bartlett.
Oh, Matt was back.
He was back. And I said, it's a pleasure to meet you for real for the very first time. Dude, Matt was crazy cool, man. Showed me a lot of grace, man. So
Good.
I actually know who Matt is
There
now.
it is.
I can put the face with the name. So, Matt, dude, all realness, it was good to see him, man. I think Matt goes a little bit earlier than what I do.
Yeah.
Because usually, that's the second. Now, it's the second time I've seen him. I'm coming in when he's going out.
Here's the deal, AD. I didn't realize how late you go.
Yeah.
It's like 7:45.
That's what time I go lift.
I know.
Because I go to cardio at 7.
I know.
Over with Jeff and Nicole at Farrell's.
I just can't do as much as you do.
Dude, you know what, though? Cardio for 30 minutes. Takes me less than 5 minutes. Traffic's a little rough at the time. Anyway, I get in about 7:45, and I lift until 8:30.
Wow.
I know I have to be in my car leaving at 8:45.
Okay.
Because that gives me 20 minutes, basically.
So maybe
because we come on at 9:05.
Yeah, technically
But
we're supposed to come on.
it's
Maybe this is the big thing. We're supposed to go on at 9. We're supposed to go on at 9 a.m.
Yeah, that didn't happen. That never happened. But
It used to for about a week.
Yeah. Well, I know. 8:40 is the sweet spot. 8:45 is the absolute latest. So I literally, at times, would just cut the workout. Just get it. But I usually get it done. But it was good to see Matt this morning at the gym. One of the and there's other drivers, I would say, that listen too, because I see them in the gym. Like, hey man, you got to get out of here, AD. Be listening to.
I guess I need to go to the different Genesis. No free shoutouts.
As you just
I stopped
did.
myself. I caught myself. See, point the thumb, not the finger. So,
but yours is going under construction.
yeah, mine's under construction
And
right
when
now.
it's done, though, it is going to be nice.
Yeah.
I will say that because
Yeah.
ours on, I can't say ours, the one I work out at, yeah,
I have ownership.
no, I don't. Is on the one on Old Chan, the old racket club.
Do they just have a corner that's designated for AD? Like a corner of the gym that just has everything that you need, you use on a
Why
daily
would they do
basis?
that?
Well, because you're there so often.
Hey, brother, it's you know what, Swim? It's called therapy.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I think there's a
You
lot
needed
of
some after last night.
Yes, that's a great segue, Swim. That is the lead. We're not going to bear it. We are going to discuss Nebraska's loss to Purdue last night. A valiant comeback effort that came up just short. There's a lot. Our 10 o'clock hour is basically going to be dedicated to that because we want to hear from you. Join the show. And as Austin always beautifully says, if you'd like to join the show, participate in the show, give us a call at 402-464-5685. Again, that's 402-464-5685. Let us know your thoughts, your opinions on the game last night. So we're going to discuss that. And I'm initially get Nick's thoughts here very quickly. But then at 9:25, a very interesting story. A state that borders us, I won't say which one, is actually sniffing the possibility of landing an NFL team. I personally think it's just to use as a barter to get what they want in the current state.
100%.
But if you haven't heard the story, you're going to be like, come on. Because when I read it this morning, I'm like, yeah, no. We'll discuss that at 9:25. Of course, we got the history coming up at 9:45. And then 10 o'clock for the entirety, we're going to talk about last night. Nick, about last night.
It's a bummer. I mean, Fred Hoiberg said it as well as anybody could. I mean, he mentioned it. You lost the game in the first 3 minutes of it, and you allow a team like that to go up 14-1. You spot them a 15-point lead at times, and then at times it was close to a 20-point lead. We can make all the jokes and we can point all the blame at the end of the game to the officiating. We can point all the blame to the wet spot, whatever happened there outside of Purdue's huddle, whether that was because of a fan who threw a glass down at the team or whether that was because of somebody, spilling water or sweat from Purdue, who knows, right? You can blame all of that. None of it supersedes, in my opinion, the fact that Nebraska could have won that game if they just started better. I think Fred Hoiberg last night, for the first time, I think he was very, very confused. I listened to his post-game conversation with Kent and Jeff after on the radio network. And I mean, for the first time, he seemed like he was a little surprised by the lack of energy right out of the gate and the lack of efficiency right out of the gate. And then I heard him in the post-game press conference as well, that when he talked to the media, and a lot of the same sentiment was kind of true. I just think that there was a lot for Fred last night that he just goes in, didn't expect it. We talked about yesterday, giving the benefit of the doubt, like this is who they are. Last night in the first 10 minutes of the game was not who they are. And it was disappointing to see because we all thought, and I still do think, because once again, one game's not going to change the way I feel about this team, but it was really disappointing to see them come out as flat as they did.
I will say this real quick on it, Swim. I was disappointed to see the way they came out. But I agree with Matt from Hitman. Good morning to you, brother. I never thought they were out of it.
Yeah.
And that is and Matt, I mean, you almost were reading my mind there, Matthew, in that even when they got down with halftime, I'm like, you know what? They did this, as well in Indiana.
Yeah.
They were down at halftime. I never thought they were out of the game. However,
I don't know. It got dicey there for a little bit towards the first 5 minutes of the second half when Purdue comes out, in a 6-0 run. I thought for a moment, I was like, Nebraska just doesn't have it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then, over the course of time, they go on that 22-10 run or whatever. They do 28-10 run, and it's like, okay, well, maybe you do.
Right. No, I'm not saying I thought they were going to win.
Yeah.
I just thought they were not out of it. They possibly make a run at it, which they indeed did do. In fact, I was texting another group of buddies of mine that, hey, man, it looks like Nebraska just doesn't have it tonight. And I said, not so much with Purdue, because Purdue came after them. As you said, swim out the gate, 14-1. And it's hard to overcome that. So we're going to dig in the numbers in between that. and get your thoughts on it as well. A few of the text messages here before I allude to another story before the break. Unknown texter 8598. Good morning to you. You mentioned here, regardless of all that comes down to fundamentals, if Mass hits a free throw, the ball game is over.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, 8598, if he hits it, it definitely changes it up. However, there was still time.
There was
for them
still
to come
time.
down. Obviously, we see they missed that shot. But however, when they're down one, but to your point, though, 85-90, you're right. You hit that point, you get puckered up pretty much knowing that you have to hit the shot to win.
Well,
so I agree with you. Hit your free throws. And the free throws is something we're going to talk about because 85-98, it was an Achilles heel all night, which is uncharacteristic of a Nebraska basketball team this year.
I think also, I mean, you could say the same thing about the free throws with Purdue, right? Like Purdue at one point was 8 of 15 from the free throw line. I mean, so we can play that back and forth game, which yes, unnamed texter, that's correct. You're absolutely right. And hindsight's 2020, but I mean, they have to figure out ways. And I'm kind of surprised we're having this conversation with somebody like Fred Hoiberg, who is as skillful as he is at trying to find creative ways to get guys involved. I'm surprised that I'm having this conversation. You have to figure out a way to get Price Sanford more involved. Like now Price has to hit the shots, right? And we've seen over the course of the year some real acrobatic and real contested shots that go in for Price. And we know he can make it. And he drained that big one. I believe it was over Clough at one point during Nebraska's big run when they went on like a 13-14-0 run. We saw Price from the top of the key kind of go one-on-one and just kind of make a contested shot from the top of the key. But ever since the second half against Michigan, whatever Michigan did defensively on Price Sanford from an X's and O's standpoint, Nebraska has had very little answer the next couple of games for how to defend, or excuse me, how to combat that defensive approach against Price Sanford. And I'm not sitting here trying to say that Price needs to go off for 20 a game and needs to shoot 5 threes and needs to make 5 threes, right? But there was, I mean, through the first half, Price Sanford had 0 points. That's something that partially you got to find more creative ways to get him involved. But elsewhere, like Price has to be able to hit the shots too. And so I think that there's a couple of things that, yeah, the rebounding's the one that sticks out like a sore thumb. Nebraska was out rebounded 54-37 overall, 21 offensive rebounds allowed for the Purdue Boilermakers yesterday. Yeah, that's the one that sticks out like a sore thumb. But I felt like there was a lot of energy issues last night from Nebraska that they came out a little flat, and that's just uncharacteristic of this team this season.
Folks, we're going to talk a lot more about this. Like I said, the 10 o'clock hour is going to be pretty much the whole hour we're going to discuss because there's a lot to discuss there with that game last night. Nick, let me ask you this. What did you you didn't go to the game last night, correct?
Mm-mm.
If you went to the game, let us know the atmosphere, what it was like last night. Chris, my agent that's in town, he was at the game.
Yeah.
He said unbelievable atmosphere. He is a graduate of St. Mary's out there on the coast that's always in the tournament. So obviously they don't have that type of size arena, but very rabid fan base. But the folks that I spoke to last night just say the atmosphere was just absolutely insane last night. So we'll talk a lot about that. Swim, one thing we didn't talk about yesterday, like I said, that I want to talk about today is Bobby Hauck.
Yeah.
Were you surprised by that news? And folks, here's the news. Bobby Hauck decided, remember we talked about this, he resigned from Montana on last week. Now he's the defensive coordinator for Brett Bielema's team down in Illinois. Were you surprised with that, Swim?
No, like this is AD. I'm going to toot my horn a little bit because I just said yes. I said last week that coaches are going to look at this at smaller institutions, in this case Montana, and go, I don't have a chance to compete. I just don't. And now we see North Dakota State go up to the to the FBS level, into the Mountain West and stuff. But I just think that he looked at this and said, head coaching is a much more difficult profession than it ever has been, especially at a place like Montana. And I'm good. I'm good enough financially to retire, but also you must not hate the way it's formatted too bad, because if you think it was bad at Montana, you're you're facing off against the big dogs now. Like this is you're facing off against the best of the best here.
Swim, and that is true, because you mentioned that you're going to start seeing some of these smaller schools, smaller coffers, war chests, resources, etc.
Yeah.
However, with him going there, he doesn't have all that responsibility anymore, Swim.
Sure.
As far as being the figurehead, trying to secure NIL money at a place, to your point, he was never going to be able to compete with those other schools financially. He just wasn't. Now will he receive some poaching at Illinois? Of course he will, but not nearly like it was at Montana, because Montana could not match it. It's like that old school movie. Well, it's not old school. The movie Ray, featuring Jamie Foxx. He was switching record labels, and he looks at the Sony, goes, "Can you match it?"
Yeah.
And Montana, when he was getting poached, we poached a few of them. Can you match it? No, we cannot match it. Do you want to be here or not? He doesn't have to worry about that as much. He doesn't have to be the figurehead. He's not going to have to do all the pressers and things of that nature. He's not trying to balance out NIL. He doesn't have to worry as much about the portal as a head coach. It's a different situation for him, man.
It is. I think though that we also need to think about Nebraska here in this case. I mean, we hold our coordinators pretty accountable, right? And I think Illinois might not have the passion fan base like Nebraska does, and not to put those on the same kind of playing field or surface, but there is something to be said about there's just more notoriety also when you're a coordinator than when you're a head coach at a place like Montana.
Absolutely.
I think that very well could have been his way of saying, "Look, I just need a fresh start.
I need a break.
I need a fresh start. Yeah, a week break.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know. I
would say the break from the monotony of being a head coach.
All I'm going to say is there's a lot of people out there with a lot of opinions that say how bad college football and college athletics are right now, and how much they hate it, and how much they despise the way that it's kind of structured, or not structured for that matter. But you can leave anytime. Like, the door's out, the door's there, but there's a lot that choose to stay.
Swim, that's why, and it's a great point that you bring up, no one is forcing you to stay.
Nobody's forcing you to collect these paychecks. Like, nobody's forcing you. I mean,
it doesn't mean they don't have the right to complain.
No.
But at the same time, it is kind of like with the Flacco comment. I signed up for this.
Yeah. And you don't sit here and act naive. Like, everybody knows now. Everybody knows if you take a new job, like, this is what you're getting into. And especially the ones at the top, the head coaches, the coordinators, GMs, things like that, that you know what you're getting into. Number one, there's no reason for excuses. There's no reason for you. In my opinion, honestly, AD, there's no reason for you to complain. No. Like, I don't, you know exactly what you're getting into. We're all adults here. Like, we can have honest to God conversations here. And then number two, there's no reason for you not to be prepared.
Right.
There's just zero reason for you not to be willing to adapt to it, because once again, you're getting paid for that reason. This is why you feel like you're the right person for the job. Like, all of those details, I just don't want to hear the complaints.
No, they know what they're like.
I'm kind of annoyed with Bobby Hauck, honestly, because like a week ago we were just being ridiculed on how bad college football and how college athletics are, and then a week later you want to take the job as the defensive coordinator at a Power 5 institution where the money's larger, where it's more about NIL. Like, you can't go into a small town school and grab somebody to come to Montana that nobody knows about and say, hey, let's make you a developmental project. It's going to be you're fighting against, when I say the big boys, you're going to be fighting with the dollar figures that Nebraska has, that Ohio State has, that Indiana now has. It just got worse. So don't sit there on your little pedestal last week or 2 weeks ago now and be like, oh man, college football isn't just a horrible spot. This isn't what I signed up for. And then a week later say, hey, I want back in. We're back.
Yeah, it was an interesting move, to say the least. He is now, Bobby Hauck, he's the defensive coordinator there in Illinois. He goes, I don't necessarily want out of the game. I just want out of here.
Yeah.
There'll be similar moves, I'm sure, in the future. We'll see more of that. We've already seen parts of that, as far as that goes. Head coaches moving to DCs. Chip Kelly being one of those who's going to be at Northwestern now, as far as their offense coordinator, at stints at Ohio State as well. So it's going to be, I think, a new trend that you're going to see a lot more often as far as that goes. Folks, when we come back, interesting story about a particular NFL franchise. Are they seriously considering it or using it for bargaining chips where they're currently at? We'll discuss when we come back. And at 10 o'clock, it's all Nebraska basketball. Want to hear from you what your thoughts are. We'll get to many as texts we can. It's The Drive. It's Wednesday, 93.7 A Ticket.
No one's ever explained it this way. That's what we hear at Trados when you finally see how today's crop insurance tools work with your grain marketing plan, not in isolation. With hail and wind rates increasing and margins already tight, it's time to challenge how you look at crop insurance. It's time to ask better questions. It's time to call Trados. Call us at 402-858-7501 or visit gotrados.com to start the conversation. That's GOTREDAS.com. Trados, ingrained in your success. No, seriously, give us a call.
Hey, Nebraska, this is your moment. Love Nebraska is already making noise on the court, but they're still missing one thing, a nickname. That's where you come in. Love Nebraska is giving fans the chance to submit the team's official nickname. Fans will then vote on the finalists later this season. Head to lovneb.com/nameyourteam to submit your nickname and get in the game. Submissions end on February 22nd. Name your team, shape the legacy.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you've been around Lincoln for more than a few years, you've heard of Dewey's Computer Service. We've been fixing computers for nearly 30 years. Now, we're Wingman IT, and we take care of all the things that go buzz, beep, or ding for your business. Our team of support engineers take care of everything from computers and servers to business phones, network cabling, firewalls, and most importantly, IT security. We take care of technology so you can focus on running your business. Call us or visit us at wingmanit.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds. In the afternoon, high around 53. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies, calm winds. Overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies return with light winds. In the afternoon, high near 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Is your furnace ready for winter? Call Bryant to perform a thorough check for comfort and peace of mind. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Whatever it takes.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be that guy running to the store for flowers and a card on your way home. Let Sartor Heyman Jewelers help you be a hero this Valentine's Day. We have great gifts in store now, and if you spend $129, we'll throw in a free bouquet of roses. Give her what she really wants this year and let us do the rest. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler since 1905. In Lincoln and Grand Island and online at sartorheyman.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Get inspired at the 54th Annual Home and Garden Show, February 13th through the 15th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. $10 admission. Let the experts bring your home projects to life. Learn more at hbal.org.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back. Welcome back.
It was a no.
Anyway.
Folks, this segment is brought to you by a guy that says yes. And that is Jack Russell, a well-respected representative with Farm Bureau Financial Service since 1999. Jack can help protect your home, your family, your vehicle, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 and learn how Jack Russell can help you. Visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward. I appreciate Jack and his teammate Tiffany getting my tire thing taken care of because it's going to need some body work because it blew out the dang fender by my wheelbase.
It's just time to get a new vehicle.
It's going, man. Like I said, it's
what's the timeline?
Probably sometime this month.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be pretty aggressive.
Wow.
Yeah, sometime this month.
Might as well.
Yeah.
New tires helps the resale value.
Well, I'm a little upset because the tire was only 4 months old.
Okay, that's tough.
Yeah. So, but my guy, my people over there, man, are good people. I got the tires from, but I can't do any free shout outs, but they're good people, very reputable. In fact, he's my neighbor. But so they'll, I'm not concerned about it, man. And the key thing is, Nick, if you would have seen how big that tread that flew off my tire, I just thank God nobody got hurt. I thank God I didn't flip the dang vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things could happen. The funniest part was when it happened, I ducked. I was like, why am I ducking?
I know.
I was in my car, ducked. They shooting. They
see me rolling. They hating.
Gonna catch me riding dirty.
Gonna catch me riding dirty. Gonna catch me riding dirty.
So I'm glad I was not riding dirty. I'm thank God that I was not hurt. No one else was too, because it was a huge part of that tire that flew off of there. So it is what it is. Swim, this story blew me away. Listeners, give you a little background. You know the Chicago Bears. If you're a Bears fan, you may have heard of this story that came out late last night with the Bears. And right now, you know, they're looking for a place. They're looking for a place exploring stadium options beyond Chicago. An Iowa lawmaker, Iowa, that's right, a state of 3.2 million, has introduced legislation aimed at positioning the state as a potential landing spot. That's right. Not the bad news Bears, the Chicago Bears that have GSH, Papa Boy Hollis, they call him Papa Hollis, on the side of their old unis. The concept centers around building or helping finance a new stadium that could attract an NFL franchise. Why Iowa? Strong football culture. Iowa fans travel and support at a high level. Swim. Geographic sweet spot between Chicago, Minneapolis, and KC. Kind of throw the Minneapolis KC part out because your Minneapolis
you
are
got
not
the
going to be cheering for
Vikings
Chicago.
and you got-
the Chiefs. Pretty strong organizations as far as that goes.
Hey, I'm going to stop being a Chiefs fan and go ahead and be a Chicago Bears fan. Why? Because they suck.
You sure as hell ain't going from a Vikings to a Bears fan? That's bad blood.
I love our division. Everybody. I hope the Detroit Lions move to Minneapolis soon.
Come on, it's a corporate and regional economic growth, which is definitely taking place in Des Moines and surrounding areas. You think about the whole Jackson, what is it called? Jackson, not Jackson.
I don't know. I don't get to
Something.
travel.
No, it's Jordan Creek. That whole Jordan Creek area that's developed outside west Des Moines. Swim. The National Football League, as we all know, they never place a team in a state without a major metro area.
Yeah.
However, the population size is 3.2 million. Would the taxpayers fund it? I would think absolutely heck no. But that's just me. Would the Bears actually leave Chicago?
No. Okay. Let's just look at this from a sheer numbers standpoint.
Let me give you this background.
Oh,
first,
you
to help
just asked.
But let me give you this to help you supplement it.
Yes.
The Bears have been pursuing new stadium plans
Yes,
in
they
Illinois,
have.
but you know there's been
Yes,
a lot
they
of
have.
pushback.
Yep.
There's been tension over public funding, which they're
Sure.
going through right now in Kansas City
Sure.
with their new facility, using Iowa as leverage, which I think they're doing, could strengthen their bargaining position with Illinois lawmakers. Go ahead, my brother.
Does Iowa really present that much of a threat to the folks in Chicago?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you know what? I am worried about those idiots out wandering around. Have you never heard that?
No, of course. I've been born and raised here.
Okay. I
I didn't just think he was going to go there.
I just said it. No, here's the thing. From a sheer number standpoint, you have 3.2 million people in the entire state of Iowa. You have almost 8 million in the city and suburbs of Chicago. No, this is not realistic. This is not. No, this is not realistic. I mean, why don't we just drop a team in Gary, Indiana next time? I mean, like, no, this is not.
So what's wrong with Gary, Indiana?
Yeah, a lot of things
I'll
are
say
wrong
this: you
with
don't want to
Gary.
get caught slipping in Gary.
A lot of things are wrong about Gary, Indiana. Yeah. So
Eric says, "Isn't Nick from Iowa?"
No, that's Jake. Jake was born in Iowa. Ben does say Gary is an option that's been explored for the Bears. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to get mugged going
Tyler
to a
shoes
game,
tight.
You better not even show up in
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah.
I mean, if you live in Gary, you don't want to go to Gary.
Yeah. No.
Folks,
I don't think this is real. I feel like for teams in Iowa, Omaha is a similar conversation here. Like NBA,
do you think Omaha could sustain a pro team?
not an NFL team. No, I think that Nebraska is I don't think Nebraska could sustain a professional basketball team either. Like, there's been a lot of the things about the NBA and stuff potentially expanding.
Well, back in the day, you had the Omaha. Older folks like me. What was the name of that team? Because I was a kid when Omaha had a semi-pro basketball team.
Yeah,
DF, help me out here. Older Nebraska fans, help me out. What was the name of that semi-pro team that Nebraska Omaha had? Wasn't the Mavericks, because that's the university.
Racers, wasn't it? I
I
think it was the Racers. I don't know. We got to see.
I can't
Railroad Matt says Racers. IQ Crew Racers. Yeah, it's
Racers. Thanks, fellas.
So I just, I think that Nebraska's set up so well right now that the state of Nebraska, I mean, and similar to Iowa, where it's just they dive into the college sports. And I just think that the only one that it might be able to sustain is a basketball team, but it just doesn't even feel like that.
I agree with you. I just don't know. I wouldn't see, and you have to throw Green Bay out, because Green Bay they were one of the original NFL teams. So that's they're an outlier. They've been around for eons. To do a new team, I just like your point for an NFL. I just don't. I think what Chicago is doing is just using this as bait. Is using this as a bargaining chip. And quite honestly, the powers that be in Chicago probably know they're only using this for bait, because I don't see you look at the ownership now, and I had to look this up this morning. Swim Virginia McCaskey, she passed away in 2025. She was 102. Now George Halas, that was her father. She inherited a team in 1983 when he passed away.
Hey,
So
well, how great would it be to be able to inherit a team? Like, think about that. Oh,
what's
man.
your plans after college?
Oh, man.
You know who my dad is?
Yeah,
man?
yeah. Oh, man, Dad's gone. I guess I am the Chicago Bears now. Like, I mean, dang.
Well, the thing about it is she left behind. Now here's kind of the breakup.
Other kids get couches and tools.
Well, they're kids.
I got the Chicago
You
Bears.
got Chicago Bears. What'd you get? I got my dad's truck.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that. First of all,
I like the boat.
Yes.
I love the boat.
Nothing wrong
But
with
man,
those things.
I love the Chicago Bears.
I got one of my dad's toolboxes with tools. Those are nice. But I tell you what, you're pretty good when you just get a whole team.
Mr. Davis didn't leave him the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, how do you get a franchise?
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you
But
get?
even if you wanted out, you're a billionaire.
What do you get in a franchise? Subway? No, the Bears.
Yeah,
the Bears.
Yeah. Wait, I am now part owner of. I was trying to think of a restaurant, but I don't want to out anybody, so I can't
And
say.
no free shout-outs
Yeah, no
either.
free shout-outs. I walked myself into a predicament there.
While the McCaskey family is the majority owner of the Bears, Virginia herself, the lady that passed away at 102, she owned approximately 20%. She controlled the voting power of those shares, amounting to 80% vote in matters pertaining to the team. So who else owns part of the Bears? Well, the gentleman that came in who bought shares from some of the grandchildren that sold some of their shares, he is a Chicago business magnate, and he has been for a long time. Pat Ryan, he was the former chair of Northwestern University's Board of Trustees. He was the former CEO of Aon Corporation, well known for his philanthropic efforts there in Chicago. But it's the Patrick and Shirley Ryan Foundation. He owns a large percent. 20% of the stake as well. So,
Hence Ryan Field at Northwestern.
yes, absolutely. So it's going to be interesting. He's no dummy.
No.
He's no dummy. There ain't no way in Hades they move the team to Des Moines.
The Des Moines Bears.
The Field of Dreams.
yeah, seriously. I can't wait to go watch the Davenport Bears play. I wonder how close. No, okay, here's where I would support it. This is the only way I'd support it, and I'd actually probably become a fan. If they moved to the Quad Cities, the Quad City Bears, and they set their stadium up right by AD Rhythm City Casino, where David, Jake, and I stopped on our way to Northwestern. If they
clean the place out.
If they pop up a stadium and they play the Quad City Bears right next to Rhythm City Casino, then you know what?
Quad City Bears doesn't sound bad.
It's bad.
Quad City DJs. You know who's on that song? Quad.
You sang 3 words.
Okay.
How am I supposed to know?
Have you ever heard of Quad City DJs?
No.
Have you heard of Cotton Candy Roll? Let me see that Tootsie
Yes, I
Roll.
have. I have heard
was
that
Quad
song.
City DJs.
Okay.
DF probably played that at a few parties when he was a DJ back in the day.
Yeah.
So Swim, they're not going to move. R&D, thank you so much, RD. There used to be a pro basketball team in Omaha. It was also the Omaha and Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, Kansas City Kings, not Chiefs, Kansas City Kings. They played games in Omaha and Kansas City. RD, thank you much, brother. John and Cortland Racers, but I'm old enough to have been several KC Omaha Kings games. Saw the Bucks, Kareem, and the Big O. Railroader Matt, what's up, brother? He goes, Omaha could support an NHL team or MLS. What do you think, Swim?
I love the idea of an NHL team. I really do. As somebody that's grown to really appreciate hockey over the last couple of years, I would love to see Nebraska have an NHL team. I don't know if it's a possibility.
All fascinating things. Unknown text before we go to break. 890. I'm not going to say your whole number. We're just going to say this. I'm just going to keep it at that. If I say the rest, I'm not going to say your number.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and say the entire number. All right, everybody get their pens and papers out. If you don't have
birth certificate.
If you don't have a name on the text line, we're saying your entire 7-digit number.
Hey, the one that just texted us go, no. Wait.
You just say the last four.
NBA was in Omaha, the 80s, Kansas City, and the Omaha Kings. So, yes, if you missed the story, I think the Chicago Bears powers that be are using this for bargaining chips for the powers that be there in Chicago, because everybody's talking about who going to pay for it. I don't want to pay for it, but Chicago's definitely got to build a
Kevin
stadium.
Warren could.
What's up?
Kevin Warren could. The Bears president, former Big Ten commissioner.
Yeah, let's not go
That's your
there.
guy.
No.
You love
not.
Kevin.
No. Toby Wright's got some interesting stories about Kevin Warren, man.
I'm sure.
Yeah, when he was with the Rams and also down in Arizona. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about Kevin Warren. I want to talk about him. Folks, we will be back. Quick history segment. Segment. We got history segment.
Just let it go.
History
You're
segment.
fine. Just let it go. You're good.
History segment, Swim. I'm looking at your beard.
Thank you. Let's take a break.
Let's take a
I'm
break.
pushing it.
I'm pushing it. We'll be
Nutrition Authority presents Fusion 30, an ultra premium protein ideal for anyone wanting to look, feel, and perform their best. Fusion 30 can only be found at Nutrition Authority. Stop in today for a free sample, visit with a certified nutritionist, and get better than internet pricing. For store info, visit mynutritionauthority.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home, influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds. In the afternoon, high around 53. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies, calm winds, and overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies return with light winds. An afternoon high near 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're a farmer, you need to hear this game-changing news about crop insurance. It's now possible to protect up to 95% of your farm's revenue, not at the county level, but down to your individual fields. At Trados, we help farms design protection that works with their marketing plan, not in isolation. The key isn't buying another product. It's understanding how coverage, grain marketing, and your operation work together. As hail and wind rates continue to increase, now's the time to ask better questions. Call us today or visit gotrados.com to start protecting 95%. That's GOTREDAS.com. Trados, ingrained in your success.
Get inspired at the 54th Annual Home and Garden Show, February 13th through the 15th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. $10 admission. Let the experts bring your home projects to life. Learn more at hbal.org.
Dinner and a movie? You've done that. Arbor Axe House has a date night deal that really hits. This Valentine's Day, enjoy a special rate that includes an hour of axe throwing for 2 plus drinks and koozies. Reserve your lane today at arboraxe.com. Arbor Axe House on the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be that guy running to the store for flowers and a card on your way home. Let Sartor Heyman Jewelers help you be a hero this Valentine's Day. We have great gifts in store now, and if you spend $129, we'll throw in a free bouquet of roses. Give her what she really wants this year and let us do the rest. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler since 1905. In Lincoln and Grand Island and online at sartorheyman.com.
If you've been around Lincoln for more than a few years, you've heard of Dewey's Computer Service. We've been fixing computers for nearly 30 years. Now, we're Wingman IT, and we take care of all the things that go buzz, beep, or ding for your business. Our team of support engineers take care of everything from computers and servers to business phones, network cabling, firewalls, and most importantly, IT security. We take care of technology so you can focus on running your business. Call us or visit us at wingmanit.com.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket immediately after every Nebraska men's basketball game for 1 hour of post-game recap. The Nebraska Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored by Union Bank and Trust, John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical, Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, and the Lincoln Airport on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Diode Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diode Tech online at diodetech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
Is your furnace ready for winter? Call Bryant to perform a thorough check for comfort and peace of mind. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Whatever it takes.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this wonderful Wednesday. Beautiful day outside here in the capital city. Swim, do you got any golf plans with the weather in the next few days?
I do not. Unfortunately, no.
High of 51 today, tomorrow 56, Friday 59, Saturday 58, but a chance, 60% chance of showers. Sunday, the high is 65.
Whoa.
I might have to look at a tee time on Sunday.
Yeah.
E9 mount up! Might just snag a few just for put them on layaway, just in case you have that in your back pocket.
Whatever you want to do. You know where to find me.
You ain't hard to find,
I
right?
ain't hard to find.
Well, you actually kind of are.
No, it's not
when
true.
I try to reach out to you, DF would concur, Form would concur, Raph would concur. You just kind of go in your own world. We're just in Swim's world. We're just trying to try to exist in your world, man.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say everything I would say to that was it just gets, ridiculed.
Gets ridiculed.
I can never say anything right.
Oh, you poor little guy.
I do. I'm the victim here.
The victim. Hey, the victim. I highly doubt that. Folks, in this quick history segment, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl again. Every Nebraska football player to appear in the Super Bowl. Swim, just out of a guess, how many former Huskers you think have appeared in the Super Bowl?
I don't even know.
Just throw a number out there. Text line, what's your guess? Throw a number out there. I'll save this one till the very end.
What if I already know the number?
Did you just look it up?
No, I didn't look it up. I just know the number.
Okay. So I'll just say this.
62.
You definitely looked it up. Yes, you did. I can look on your face and tell you're lying.
No, I'm just telling you. I know this.
I see you go like this with your fingers.
I looked up. I was looking up today in sports.
I
history.
was.
I didn't say it like that.
Okay. 82 total roster appearances.
See, this is what I'm
Nick
talking
Sainert
about.
just cheated because he looked it up.
This is
he
what
goes,
I'm talking
I know exactly
about.
what it is.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Swim. When I asked, do you know? You said, how about I tell you exactly? Why didn't you just say, I just looked it up?
Because I didn't look it up.
Put that on something.
I do not swear. I do not do that whole thing.
No, I'm not asking you to share. Put 1,000 push-ups on it. You didn't look it up.
Jeez Louise, no, I'm still taking off my debt.
Bet double it.
I did not look it up this morning. I looked it up previously.
See, why did you just say that?
I did not look it up this morning. I've looked it up before.
So you knew the answer.
I looked it up Sunday at the Super Bowl.
So you knew the answer.
Yeah.
And you led me to believe that you didn't.
Well, how was I going to just
text
guess
line
62?
All she had to say was, hey, AD, I already know that. And text line, he didn't reveal that he knew that information already. See, how can we have a relationship if I can't trust you, Slim?
AD, you said, did you just look it up? I did not just look it up. I looked it up Sunday.
Okay, so 3 days ago you looked
Yes.
it up. All
Yeah.
you had to simply say is, AD, I looked it up. I know.
Well, I figured that was a given. At some point, I just pull it out of my butt that I know 62 former Huskers have played in the Super Bowl.
Oh, unknown texter 9326. My guess is 63 former Huskers played. You're pretty close.
Yeah,
to
you
Nick.
were pretty close.
You know, I appreciate you guessing
Hey,
and being honest.
GBR Captain on the YouTube stream has a great point. AD, how did you know without looking it up?
Well, I knew history. I had to look it up. I always look up the answers. I don't know this.
I had to look it up to know it too.
Why didn't you just, you know what? Matt, thank you so much. Maliciously withheld.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you got to love it. You got to love it. 62 former Huskers.
Nick is trying to win on semantics.
Yeah. 82 roster appearances, 43 Super Bowls featuring at least one Husker. No active Huskers in this past one. The last Husker champion was, of course, Cam Jurgens that played there. But notable Huskers, Mick Tingelhoff played for the Vikings, Warren Powers for the Raiders, Kent McClellan also with the Raiders, Rick Bonus, who I never heard of before, is with the Raiders, Monty Johnson with the Raiders, Dave Hum with the Raiders. Man, a lot of Huskers playing for Raiders. Other notable ones, Roger Craig, of course, 3-time Super Bowl champion, Tom Rathman 2 times as well with the 49ers, Willie Harper with the 49ers, Henry Walker with the Bears, Brian Davis played safety, and he would hit you, was with the Washington Redskins, Neil Smith, of course, the Broncos back-to-back, Grant Wistrom champion with the Rams, the late Calvin Jones, Packers champion, Tyrone Williams, my roommate. He was one of the few players that won back-to-back national championships and then won a Super Bowl. So 3 years, 2 natties, and a Super Bowl championship. And Big Nate Turner. Nate the Skate was with the Bills during there. So a lot of Huskers. Ross Hochstein won 1, 2 with the Patriots. I'm sorry, 2. Sam Cook, of course, 2-time champ with the Ravens. Scott Shanley with the Saints. And Big Carl Nix with the Saints as well. I can keep going on and on. Princeton Mukamuro, Giants champion. Levante David champion. Sue, both of those guys were the Buccaneers champions. Khalil Davis, 3 guys were on that team a couple years ago. And then, of course, Cam Jurgens. Swim. It's a lot of Huskers.
So here for my history before we go to break. Now, I did look this up.
Thank you. Maliciously withheld. Matt, I agree with you. It was, and you know what the thing about it, Matt? He looked at me like.
We should check the tape because you specifically said, did you just look it up? There's no way you know it.
You know what, Swim? That would not fly in court. If you were sitting in a chair, they asked you, did you know this information? No.
Well, of course I did. I knew the information.
But you withheld it.
No, I didn't. I said 62.
No, I asked, did you look this up? I said, you just looked this up.
Bingo.
Nope.
I did not just look it up today.
So now we're in semantics.
Yes. It's all about details, AD. Details.
You're such a liar.
Okay. On this day in 2021, Caitlin Clark scores 39 points against Nebraska, which broke the single game scoring record for Pinnacle Bank Arena. Caitlin Clark dropped 39 points.
Yeah.
Single game scoring record for Pinnacle Bank Arena.
That is crazy, man.
2021.
That is crazy.
5 years ago. Jeez Louise.
One-Eyed Ray, I agree with you. A lie by omission is still a lie.
I just feel like, see,
yeah, they're lighting you up.
Part of the bit,
and rightfully so.
Part of the bit on the show is that they just like to dogpile on me.
No, see, there you go. See, here we go again. With the woe is me.
AD, everything you can say whatever you want into that microphone.
Nope.
And people will take your side.
Well, I'm not trying to mislead people like you did right there.
That was. I admitted that I looked it up on Sunday.
No,
you were trying to get me to do 1,000 more push-ups.
When I asked the question, you denied it. No, I didn't look it up.
Not today. I didn't just look it up. I forgot when I looked it up. I looked it up last year.
You know what?
I looked it up. I looked it up last year, and it was 62. And I realized, you know what? No Huskers played in the Super Bowl this year, so it's still got to be 62. Sorry, that was cold-blooded. All right, let's go to break.
Oh, so we come back. Get your arguing and pissed off shoes ready to go because you can argue and be pissed off. You got to write. We're gonna vent. We're gonna have a vent session for an hour
about each other. Here we go. Find one person you don't like. Let's vent. No, I'm kidding.
We're talking about the Huskers. You have every right to be frustrated about last night's game because it was uncharacteristic of this year's team. We're gonna talk about when we come back. It's a drive.
Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be that guy running to the store for flowers and a card on your way home. Let Sartor Heyman Jewelers help you be a hero this Valentine's Day. We have great gifts in store now, and if you spend $129, we'll throw in a free bouquet of roses. Give her what she really wants this year and let us do the rest. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler since 1905. In Lincoln and Grand Island and online at sartorheyman.com.
Dinner and a movie? You've done that. Arbor Axe House has a date night deal that really hits. This Valentine's Day, enjoy a special rate that includes an hour of axe throwing for 2 plus drinks and koozies. Reserve your lane today at arboraxe.com. Arbor Axe House on the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
When it comes to keeping your equipment running, you've got options at Landmark Implement. Whether you need premium John Deere parts or a more economical solution, A&I parts from Landmark deliver the dependable performance you can count on with cost savings up to 40%. From filters and bearings to belts and everyday repairs, A&I parts are built to work as hard as you do while helping stretch your budget further. Stop by your local Landmark Implement parts counter today or shop online anytime at shop.deere.com and experience the Landmark difference.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Hey, Nebraska, this is your moment. Love Nebraska is already making noise on the court, but they're still missing one thing, a nickname. That's where you come in. Love Nebraska is giving fans the chance to submit the team's official nickname. Fans will then vote on the finalists later this season. Head to lovbneb.com/nameyourteam to submit your nickname and get in the game. Submissions end on February 22nd. Name your team, shape the legacy.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, for brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds. An afternoon higher on 53. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies, calm winds, overnight lower on 33. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies return with light winds. An afternoon high near 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Plucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Dio Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Dio Tech is ready to make it a reality.
From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diode Tech online at diodetech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
Get inspired at the 54th Annual Home and Garden Show, February 13th through the 15th at Sandhills Global Event Center in Lincoln. $10 admission. Let the experts bring your home projects to life. Learn more at hbal.org.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years. From design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of B.J. Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. It's The Drive. It is time to vent, to speak, to yell, to ponder, and maybe say dadgummit. Nick,
Dadgummit.
what do you think about dadgummit?
I don't mind it. I would never use it.
You like the word dadgummit?
It's not that I don't like it. I don't love it either.
Well, when Coach Osborne said dadgummit,
I know he was mad.
Run it again.
That's what I've heard.
Nebraska would like to run back this 80-77 overtime loss to the Purdue Boilermakers. Folks, the fight was real. They were down 22 points in the second half, didn't take their first lead until overtime. First OT against preseason number 1, Purdue. Nebraska, though, I will say this, they refused to quit, and that matters a lot in March. You erased a 22-point lead, which was just phenomenal against a top 15 opponent. That says something about your ceiling. Swim, before we get in the numbers, your initial thoughts on the game.
Yeah, it just felt like, Nebraska, I'll say this holistically, Nebraska hasn't played a complete 40 minutes of basketball. It feels like in a while. You even go back to like the Minnesota game and they struggled in the first half a little bit. And then the Michigan game, they played really, really well throughout the 40 minutes. Just struggled in the second half in comparison to the first half. And then
so you mean tip off to
final buzzer.
Yeah.
It just didn't feel like they've played a full 40 minutes of basketball the way we saw them play earlier in the year against Wisconsin, right? Like that Wisconsin 90-60 win just seems so foreign and impossible nowadays, because Wisconsin just won on the road last night at Illinois. And so like I go back and forth of whether or not and how frustrated to get about these losses. Because let's just think once again, big picture here. Nebraska went on the road and beat Illinois a couple of weeks ago. Nebraska went on the road, beat Minnesota, beat Ohio State on the road, has beaten Indiana. Now Nebraska's lost against Illinois at home, and now Purdue's gone on the road at Nebraska and won. Illinois went on the road to Purdue and won. Wisconsin, who is 16-7, now 17-7, went on the road to top 8 per Illinois and just won last night. Like, I think it's important for us just because we've never been here.
That part, Swim.
These things happen.
That part. Nick, I'm not that upset about it.
Sure.
I'm really, I mean, obviously I would have wanted to win. But Swim, it's so easy for me. I don't want to speak for all Nebraska fans. I'm going to speak for me. Last night, for literally about a minute, I'm thinking, man, if they wouldn't have done this, AD, you know where Nebraska basketball has been for their entire program for the history? We've never been in this position before. I'm not excusing the slow start. I'm putting it in perspective for myself. For Nebraska to be slugging it out with Purdue. Now, of course, you have the one-offs where Nebraska beat, Purdue. They were rated number 1 a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever it was. But I have to keep myself reminded, bro, this is going to happen. We're talking about they didn't lose to Incarnate Word.
Yeah.
They didn't lose to North Dakota. I'm not knocking those schools, but I'm saying the caliber of basketball they're playing, it happens. And to your point, Illinois lost just last night.
What, Nebraska's 3 losses this year have been to top 5 Michigan, top 10 Illinois, and top 15 Purdue.
That's why in Swim this morning, I was last night, I'm like, okay, Marty, okay. And then you see him.
Nobody understands that joke other than us. And I'm sorry. It's a joke, inside joke. I'm sorry. I'd like to be a part of one someday.
It's AD. Are you more upset than you would have been if they would have won? AD, are you more upset than you would be if they would have won? If so, then you're upset.
I would say
Thomas,
last night.
For me, Thomas, I'm looking at it more historically.
This feels.
Why it doesn't feel as bad to me.
It's really strange because I'm not the moral victory type of guy.
No, by no means.
It was not great to lose last night, and I was pretty deflated. I'll say this: I was pretty deflated after they lost. I think that there's a way you can look at this thing and analyze it in a couple of ways. This is none of the stuff that we're saying about how Nebraska's lost to, top 15 Purdue, top 15 Illinois, and top 5 Michigan. I'll speak for myself. This is not me justifying those losses. Do I feel like Nebraska was good enough to win all 3 of those games? I absolutely do. Were there avenues to where it feels like Nebraska, because of faults of their own, lost those games? I absolutely do. I think Michigan, they lost that game because, sure, the officiating was bad against Michigan for a top 5 matchup, but Nebraska could not hit the broadside of a barn offensively in the second half against Michigan. Berke missed 4 bunny layups on the doorstep, and you lose by 3 against the Wolverines on the road.
And out-rebounded.
Right? And you got out-rebounded, yes. But so, that's the way I look at that one. Illinois, same kind of thing. You went through a slump where you just could not hit shots. And then last night I felt like the energy was pretty flat from the get-go. And that's where I go back to, once again, not justifying losses, but as we kind of turn and pivot to these final 7 games of the regular season and then beyond for however long Nebraska goes in the postseason, I look at it and go, yeah, you know what? There is hope because it doesn't feel like Nebraska's playing their best basketball right now. You would hope that as February winds down and March kind of ramps up, that Nebraska starts to play some of that December basketball that we saw from this team a few months ago.
Swim, the numbers don't lie. The numbers always tell the truth. It's your P&L, it's your report card for the game, which are the stats. The first 20 minutes, it cost them. It's like Coach Hoiberg said yesterday in the presser. That first 3 minutes they got blasted. Purdue blitzed to a 14-1 start. Husker shot just 32% in the first half, only 24 points at halftime. That was a season low. The burn timeouts early, including 2 within 11 seconds.
Yeah.
You can't spot elite teams 16 minutes of uneven basketball and expect to survive, even with the valiant effort to come back. And Nick, this has been a thing in Nebraska's losses. Obviously, there's 2 different issues with Nebraska men's and women's basketball. Women being the turnovers. The men in the games they've lost, Purdue won the boards 54-37. Swim.
Yeah.
54-37. A 21-6 offensive rebound advantage. Here's the second chance points. Here's what kills you, Swim. 17-6 in second chance points. This is the tail of the tape. And ain't even the slick surface. All right. It ain't some of the questionable calls, which I'm not blaming this even remotely on the refs. The refs didn't spot them 13 points.
Yeah.
You know, Kaufman and Wren had 19 rebounds. That's a PBA record.
Yeah.
When you give up 21 offensive boards, you're playing defense twice every possession.
I mean,
you can't win games like that, especially not against a team like Purdue.
And it was unfortunately just some of the offensive boards and the second chances were at the worst times in the second half of the game.
Yes, they were.
A couple of texts that I want to get to, and this is funny just to know that nobody agrees universally. Frank starts out his text by, "Swim, you apparently don't watch any other college basketball." Dan from Canopy goes, 100% correct, Nick. This is the best part.
Frank came at you like Frank Lucas.
You're never gonna please everybody. But let's start with Frank here. He goes, "Swim, you apparently don't watch any other college basketball. What happened to the Huskers has happened to every team in college. Cheer up, gloomy Gus."
That's your new name.
I guess I'm Gus. Gus Bus. I think I feel like I've somewhat put a positive, realistic spin on this. I'm not sitting here saying it's okay that Nebraska's lost to 3 teams, and I'm happy that Nebraska's lost. I don't subscribe to this mindset that Nebraska needed to lose a game before the Big Ten tournament so that there's no pressure. I don't subscribe to that notion at all. But yeah, like I've been one of the loudest on this show of talking about how there is a reason why no undefeated team since Indiana in 76 has been able to win the title as an undefeated team. There's a reason. It is almost impossible to go out and win and stay undefeated throughout an entirety of a college basketball season. It's very difficult to do. Gonzaga was the closest to do it just a couple of years ago when they lost in the national championship.
Yeah. That was a heck of a run, too.
Dan from Canopy says 100% correct, Nick. Not the best basketball, and Nebraska's only lost 3 games so far. 3. That is it. Like, I will once again say it again, AD. I don't do the whole moral victory thing, but Nebraska, what were we saying at the beginning of the season? Avoid losing bad games to the North Dakotas that are on your schedule, right? And Nebraska was maybe the schedule looking back, 2020 vision, wasn't as daunting in the non-con as we thought it was going to be because teams like Oklahoma are underperforming. Kansas State is underperforming and might move on from Jerome Tang after this year. New Mexico was, for a while, the best non-conference win that you had. Now, it was also on a neutral site floor, so that gave it a little bit of a boost in the net as well. So I think it's important. Perspective is crucial in these types of conversations, because remember what we were wanting at the beginning of the year. It doesn't make the loss any easier to swallow.
No.
But at the end of the day, Nebraska is I don't see myself or any Husker fans, and this is a kudos, a round of applause to Husker fans. I don't see anybody kind of reacting like Chicken Little, sky is falling type of mindset after a loss.
No, and I think it's a healthy mindset after dealing with a loss, the way they did it. Cubsker, good morning. He goes, one consistent issue this year has been rebounds on offense. We get out rebounded offensively 21-6.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me that at least a lot of one and dones, which means no points. Somebody other than my boy Sammy needs to stick their nose in the dirt to get boards offensively outside the last 2 minutes of the game when it's desperation time. Cubsker, here's what I'm going to say to this too, because I totally agree with you 100%. Rebounding is like receivers blocking on the perimeter. It's just want to. It's effort. And it's want to. People could say, well, the fundamentals, getting in position and boxing out, those are all characteristics of want to basketball. I mean, you have to want to do those things. If you remember, Nick, a few years ago, what's the former Oklahoma coach's name? Coaches at Houston now,
Kelvin Sampson.
Remember that rebound drill? Did you remember? I think that rebound drill to where they just go absolutely. They're dang near fighting.
Yeah,
that's just want to. If you haven't seen it, look up Calvin Sampson rebound video or something like that on YouTube. You'd find it. The way how relentless they are going for rebounds. Purdue. Now, granted, people say, well, the big guy's 7 foot. Yeah, I get that, but it's want to basketball. Nebraska has to develop more, and to your point, they have to develop more, in my opinion, that Sam mentality. I'm going to get this ball come hell or high water. In the losses we've had, Swim, the rebounds are the tail of the tape. Michigan, We saw it against Illinois, and we saw it again against last night against Purdue. When you are out rebounded 21-6 on second chance points, you're not going to win many basketball games, especially with a perennial powerhouse like Purdue.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, here's the thing. This is where I struggle with like just looking at the stats and saying that, hey, Nebraska got out rebounded. Yes, was last night bad? 100%. And Fred Hoiberg last night in the post-game press conference, I mean, he mentioned it multiple times about how he was disappointed in the rebounding effort. The 21 offensive rebounds worries me more than just the fact that they got out rebounded. Here's why.
But it's all rebounds.
Nebraska, but we have to remember what type of team Nebraska is. Nebraska's not the type of team that's going to try to crash the offensive glass. And the reason being, there's a lot of really good Big Ten teams that are really, really talented at getting out and running. Purdue is one of them. Purdue has Braden Smith, is probably one of the best, if not the best point guard in the entire country. We've seen what a point guard that can control the pace of your play can do and how it can elevate everybody around you from Jamarcus, like we've seen from Jamarcus Lawrence this year. Like Michigan was a great example. Everybody freaked out about the rebounding numbers against Michigan. If you had watched how Nebraska played, and Fred Hoiberg told you this going into that game, Nebraska wasn't going to crash the offensive glass because their number one priority, because Michigan got out and ran so well, that they needed to get all five guys back, and especially how thin they were. They needed to get all five guys back. And so, I'll say this, Nebraska not rebounding well on the defensive side, yes, that part is alarming. But, people are mad because Nebraska only got 6 offensive rebounds last night. That's not Nebraska's game. Nebraska has faith in that they're going to shoot the basketball, make a shot, and they're going to be able to get back defensively. That's what their priority is. I just think that it's important to remember what type of team Nebraska is before we just immediately dogpile everything on Nebraska not wanting to rebound, which, yes, last night was bad, but we gotta take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, in my opinion.
I'll say this, Swim. If that, to your point, yes, you're right. That is their style, but it's a style that's not going to win deep in March if you don't change.
Well, if you're not making shots, if Nebraska makes shots, guess what? I mean, if Nebraska goes,
that number is going to have to improve.
I mean, here's the thing: if Nebraska goes 18 of 32 or 16 of 32, 50% from the 3-point line, guess what? And then you're looking at, it's 50 to 37 on the glass. If you start making shots in that first half, if you don't go on, if you don't allow Purdue to go on a 14-1 run, you make 3 more shots in that one, then we're looking 47-37 on the glass. I just think that if Nebraska's proven all season long that they can win games being the undersized team. Now, we can't panic now on February 11th when we're 4 months deep into the season and go, oh man, this is the reason that Nebraska's not going to be successful. No, they're 21-3 doing exactly what they've done all season long. Maybe not to this extent of getting out rebounded 54-37 and why that's once again why I said the 21 offensive boards that you allowed are certainly alarming. We can't sit here and act like this is what's going to be the downfall of Nebraska basketball season, because now they've won plenty of games being out rebounded and undersized. Now, one thing I will say, they need to find one more guy to rely on. At some point, you're going to need Jared Garcia to do something.
Yeah.
Nebraska right now, and this is what I took away from last night and the last couple of games, is it's because Braden Frager, he's playing, but obviously might not have the same hops that, and I've kind of noticed that might not have the same kind of bounce that he was before the ankle injury. I mean, right now, Nebraska is really playing a 7-man rotation, which is fine. But, man, I think we saw when we talk about the effort and the energy and the want to and the physicality and the foul troubles, there were times last night when Rink was in foul trouble, he wasn't going for rebounds because he didn't want to get called for a 4th foul, because after Rink, we saw the drop at that position when Berke's in offensively. There's a lot of other pieces to it that you got to find one other body to get going. And I think that answers Jared Garcia. You need him to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's alarming. So I'll say the rebounding part is for me personally, the most alarming. Overall, throw the offense out. I'm not saying throw it out, but just the overall, it's almost a 20 a 20 differences in rebounds, just 54-37. So that have to be straightened out.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the surge. 18-2 run that was sparked by Price Sanford. Nebraska hit 12 threes, Mass, Sanford, Lawrence, all in double figures. They finished with 21 assists, 11th game with 20-plus assists. When they moved the ball and spaced the floor, Purdue struggled.
Mm-hmm.
But to your point, Nick, we weren't able to do that early on because we were in such desperation mode to cut into that lead. But once they got it within striking distance, they were able to do that. With some of the individual performances, Rienk Mast was 18 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, fouled out in OT, which definitely hurt. Jamarcus Lawrence, 16 points, 12 after halftime. Price Sanford, 15 points, all after halftime. Hoiberg, 5 assists, 1 turnover. In 5 ranked games, this stat was interesting, 21 assists to only 1 turnover for Sammy in that one. And that is definitely – and, you talked about Smith for them. Dude, that was the first game I seen him live this year. The one's kind of the highlights. Yeah. He's a ball player, man. He is a ball player. Yeah. Talking to the point guard for Purdue, he is a ball player and hurt us a lot, especially early on in the game. I mean, the dude was just unconscious. He was the floor general, the distributor, hit big shots inside, outside. He did it all for them. So I'm gonna ask you this, man. Who else? Who do you think last night you would have liked to have seen perform better for Nebraska?
I'm going to say Price. He finishes with 15 points. What was it? How many of those? 5 of those come from the free throw line. Yet those two free throws at the end, right? Had that big layup in overtime as well. But Nebraska's at their best when, and this is where I go back to, Nebraska hasn't played their best basketball in a couple of weeks, in my opinion. Which is fine because college basketball teams go through this. And this is a fine time to do it before the Big Ten Conference tournament and before you try to make a run in March. But Price Sanford, 2 for 9 from beyond the 3-point line last night. If Nebraska wants to succeed, I think at their best, he's number one. Maybe the volume is even more than 9 3-point attempts. Now, last night he wasn't able to put up a whole lot. But somewhere in the 4 to 5 made threes a game from Price, I think changes the entire offense and changes what you can see from this team. And so I really, we know Price can do it. And that's where this isn't me saying like, Price, you got to step it up. No, because he's done it all season long. It's just when Nebraska needed him most, unfortunately, these last couple of games against Illinois, against Michigan, Price was really beaten up after Michigan. And ever since that second half of that Michigan game, we remember Price came out really, really strong in that first half. Second half, he kind of struggled because Michigan made some adjustments on him. And ever since that, give credit to Illinois, give credit to Purdue. I mean, we're talking about some of the best coaches in college basketball in terms of you're in a league with obviously Izzo and Brad Underwood and Matt Painter last night. Like, these coaches are going to recognize and throw some creative stuff at you. But I think Fred Hoiberg's in that similar conversation or close to that similar tier of conversation. And the same way that Matt Painter is coming at Price Sanford, like Fred and his staff have to find creative ways to get Price Sanford involved. And it'll all work itself out eventually. I'm not too concerned about this team. Not justifying the loss. It's not making it any easier last night, but I'm still confident in what this team can do come March.
I'm excited to see what Nebraska does. In fact, they got a big game on Saturday. And I say big in that it's alumni weekend. I think it's 80 plus, Nick, give or take, guys that are coming back. That's got to be the biggest one in a long time.
So okay, I want to bring this up. Like,
we're gonna read a lot of these texts when we come back too.
So somebody 4693 on the text line goes, Mast on the board should have been better last night. He got worked by Purdue's big man with the beard on the boards. Obviously talking about Oscar Clough.
Big man with the beard.
But we got to remember that's not Rienk's game. Like, just because you're in Fred's system, just because you're tall doesn't mean you just automatically rebound. That's why Berke is so valuable to this team, to this specific team. This is why Berke is so, I would say, Berke last night needed to be better on the boards. If there was somebody that needed to be better, I would say Berke needed to be better. Rienk is going to be the guy that you flash out to the perimeter And if we're trying to sit there and go, Rink, you need to run from the 3-point line all the way to the rim and get an offensive rebound, but then when you don't get the offensive rebound, sprint all the way back and defend the post without fouling and then do it again. Like, you're asking guys to do things that aren't their strengths. Rink, there's a reason Rink Mass doesn't lead this team in rebounding. There's a reason Rink, I believe, is third on the team in rebounding behind Sam Hoiberg, Berke, and then it's Rink. Like, there's a reason for these things. Don't fall in the line. And I'm not saying this texture was saying it specifically. This is more of a wide blast. Don't fall into this mindset of like traditional basketball where it's, hey, the big man needs to rebound the best on the team. Because a couple of years ago, Nebraska's biggest bugaboo rebounding was that they had no guards that could rebound. And now one of your guards is leading the team on the glass.
Swim, I'm going to say this before we go to break, and we'll come back and get through more of these texts. I'm going to say this. Berke is going to have to step up on the glass along with the rest of the team.
Also, Rink was the one who offensively rebounded the game-tying layup, and he just missed the free throw. But game-tying layup at the end of regulation. So
rebounding, I'll beat this drum until the day I die. Rebounding is want-to basketball. It's a mindset, it's a mentality, but overall, it's a want-to. I mean, it strictly is. And Sam is that guy. He's shown it consistent. Not saying others haven't, but Sam has shown it the past 20-plus games, 24 games, however they played. He has shown it every game. Hence why he's, I think, what you say, Nick, the leading rebounder for the team?
Yeah, Sam is.
And he's the shortest starter out there. That's just want to. And the rest of those guys are going to have to follow suit, because here's the reality, Swim. If you get rebounded 54-37 in this game, I'm just speaking facts. You will not last long in the tournaments if you get out rebounded by that level overall. You're just not going to work. Just not going to win. That's way too many second chance points for a team. Hence why Nebraska was outscored on second chance points 17-6. That's the difference right there in the ball game as far as that goes.
Yeah. By the way, excuse me. Rink Mast has actually surpassed Sam Hoiberg now for rebounds per game. Rink Mast is at 6. Sam Hoiberg's at 5.9. And Berke is at 6 as well. So those two are both.
Absolutely.
So I misspoke earlier.
No worries.
After
Folks,
the Purdue game.
When we come back, we're going to dive into more of these text messages, talking about Nebraska's 80-77 comeback loss that came up just short of them getting it done. We're going to hear from more when we come back. It's a drive.
In a world where Wi-Fi battles rage and bandwidth is never enough, one family dares to connect it all. Work from home. Influence all day, stream all night, and game to win. Deadlines, downloads, and dance-offs, all happening under one roof, flawlessly. Can your internet provider do that? Fiber fuel your household at allofiber.com/all-in.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Diode Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diode Tech online at diodetech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124. Hey, Nebraska, this is your moment. Love Nebraska is already making noise on the court, but they're still missing one thing, a nickname. That's where you come in. Love Nebraska is giving fans the chance to submit the team's official nickname. Fans will then vote on the finalists later this season. Head to lovbneb.com/nameyourteam to submit your nickname and get in the game. Submissions end on February 22nd. Name your team, shape the legacy.
Is your furnace ready for the cold winter? Call the pros at Bryant. No matter what make or model, Bryant will perform a thorough heating check, giving you peace of mind, or steps to ensure a warm home throughout the season. Bryant also offers free second opinion heat exchange checks. Before you spend thousands on a new furnace, let Bryant check it free. Anytime you need furnace service or repair, just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details. You take the compliments. Book your graze table today at GrazingGouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies and light winds. An afternoon high around 53. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies, calm winds, an overnight low around 33. And tomorrow, we'll see partly sunny skies return with light winds. An afternoon high near 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Lecter for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we were back on the Nebraska 80-77 loss to Purdue last night. Kind of a recap of the show. We talked about, first of all, Bobby Hauck. Former Montana head football coach goes to Illinois. Nick's favorite coach goes to Illinois, becomes their defense coordinator. We also discussed the Chicago Bears, the monsters of the Midway, flirting, or actually just throwing wolf tickets out to the powers that be, that, hey, you ain't careful, we're going to move to Iowa. Of course, they're using it for bartering power, for negotiating power. The powers that be in Iowa are going to put it in front of their legislation and see what comes with that. I highly doubt that the Hallis family would make that move, as they're trying to put pressure on the powers that be there in Chicago. Talk some mystery now. We were back on the 80-77 loss to Nebraska. Nebraska losing to Purdue last night.
Getting some of your text. Go ahead, my brother.
I appreciate this text from 0773. Those are the last 4 digits. Last I checked this morning, 3 seconds is still a rules violation.
Yes.
If being enforced, Nebraska would very likely be undefeated. Opponents' bigs don't work to get in front of defender to receive the ball. The camp of the land. Blah, blah, blah. That is an extremely tough thing to stop. Great point. Oscar Clough last night probably should have gotten called for 3 seconds. Now,
I swear I saw he had a tent with him. He was camping so much.
Here's
man.
the thing. So, just as a clarification, and this is a rules, and this is an officiating piece conversation to have, is that the 3 second count is still active when you have 1 foot in the lane. They're like, you have to reset the 3 second count. You have to have both feet established outside of the lane. Now, last night on the last possession of the game, the one or last Purdue offensive possession of the game, the one where Clough gets the and one. I was disappointed in the continuation, but that's a new rule to college basketball this year. That's an area that they're enforcing, is the continuation piece of it. So you can get mad about the continuation. Was it extended? Maybe, right? He had time to take the ball from his right hand to his left, and after the foul. And it was very obvious that Berke was just trying to foul him on the floor too. But then on top of that, I was more disappointed that in the big game's biggest moments, you weren't thinking or considering the 3 second call, because Clough had at least 1, most times 2 feet in the lane for an extended period of time on that last offensive possession.
Right, he was in there camping, man, taking pictures of the whole 9. It was, and again, not saying that determined the outcome of the game, but there were a lot of blatant 3 seconds that were missed. I'm gonna read a few texts at the same time, and then Nick will come back with a few of these. IQ Crew, good morning, brother. Nebraska losses are teams with bigs. Oscar looked like he was in his 10th year of college basketball. He definitely did. Fred Nat Hoiberg, good morning. Purdue is a much better rebounding team than us. We could have done a bit better, but in my opinion, we had too many turnovers in an area that usually one of our strengths. And I totally agree with you. Like, there was a number of them that made me scratch my head a few times. Unknown texter 0326. Curtis played great minutes against Michigan. Nebraska men's basketball needs to work on boxing out. It's a fundamental of basketball. Otherwise, they're doing so many things well. Swim, you are right on the rebounding. Our offense puts our big man out on the perimeter, and having big men that can shoot 3 once the ball goes up, we're all out of position. Nobody can get a rebound. A lot of times we just turn and go back on D. American Nightmare, what's up, brother? I liked overtime where they started Frager and brought Berke off the bench because he has been off lately. Shim from Hallam, what's up, my brother or my sister? I don't know if anybody has brought it up yet, but if Mass could have hit that 1 free throw left, I think we were in the game. We got a few more read, but Swim, with those being read so far, what's your thoughts on the missed free throw? Because, like I said, that was, first of all, like to your point earlier, it was an offensive rebound that he got that put us in to tie the game, and then the boogaboo showed up.
I mean, Nebraska shot 13 of 20 from the free throw line. Purdue shot 11 of 20. I'm sure part of the conversation in that Purdue locker room after they kind of let the emotion subside was, guys, we're not in that position if we hit more free throws. If we go 16 to 20, we're not in that spot. So I would imagine that, the conversation can be similar and linear. The comeback is impressive. The comeback is very impressive. But once again, I think Fred Hoiberg would say this until he's blue in the face. You shouldn't have needed a comeback like that. You shouldn't have needed to outscore Purdue 28 just to force overtime in the second half. I think, there was just a lot of things that Nebraska came out flat on. They didn't get their first lead of the game until a minute 30 left in overtime. I just, and give credit to Purdue. Like, this is what good teams do, is they don't care about where they're playing, who they're playing against, what the matchup is. They just went out and got the job done. Nebraska's game plan last night, for the most part, there was things that worked in the final 15 minutes of the game. I would say there was a lot of things that worked. Nebraska is going to be a team that relies on their opponent missing 3-point shots. Purdue missed 33 3-point shots last night, right? Now the problem is that down low in the paint, they got a lot of second chance opportunities like you talked about. I mean, you look offensively at Nebraska, you shot 38% from beyond the 3-point line. You shot 44% from the field. That most of the time should be enough to win you the game. And you even force Purdue in overtime. Like, this is the other side of it. Defensively, you forced Purdue to go one of their last 7 from the field. There was moments you just came up a little short. And it's not me, once again, saying that, yeah, you know what, let's just swallow this loss and on to the next one. And it doesn't matter that much. Because there's a lot of things you do need to clean up. I just look at it once again and I go, man, if Nebraska could have had one more body in this game, if Rink Mask could have stayed in the game just a little bit longer, right, especially in that overtime period, who knows what happens. But ultimately, the cookie crumbled the way it did, and Nebraska's got 3 losses, and they're tied for second in the Big Ten Conference standings.
Everything is still in front of them. Frank, good morning again. He goes, the loss definitely hurts, which makes the Iowa and UCLA games imperative wins. The defender on Price was in his jockstrap all night. He definitely was, Frank. Unknown texter 4693. Bingo AD, think he's talking about rebounds there. Appreciate you, brother. Neil in Galveston. Here's my take. The ones that should be concerned about the game last night, not the Huskers, it's Purdue. The way they looked in the first half, they should have put us away by 15 points. They didn't do that. We came back and almost won that game. That would be more concerning for them than the Huskers, and it's a great take on that because I'm sure Painter. And Swim, I didn't realize Painter had been at Purdue that long.
Yeah.
That still blows me away. I thought maybe, 10 years, 5, but he's been there a long time. He's a hell of a coach, man. Unknown texture 5013. You mentioned this, Nick, where they missed 33 3-pointers. Many were bad misses and coming off long. You can block out, but it's hard to gather the long rebounds. Offense usually has advantage on these shots. And to your point, I agree because they know where it's going to where they're missing, and that guy has a better position on it. Big Ty, what's up, brother? Number 2 for Purdue travels almost every time he got the ball. He did do a 2-step, actually a 3-step.
That's Fletcher Lawyer.
Yeah, he was getting his groove on with the ball.
I'll be ready. I will be ready for Purdue to not have Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer.
They seem like they've been there forever.
But they're just exceptional. As much as people are going to hate this, they're just exceptional. Now, Fletcher Lawyer did not shoot well from the 3-point line last night. He was 4 for 17 from the 3-point line last night. It's just, it's. I found it interesting. We're learning a little bit about Fred here before we go to break. About how he chooses, who he wants to have out there and win. There was that lineup there for a while. Within 10 minutes, it was when basically, I think it was like 7.5 minutes left to go in the game. And there had not been the under 12-minute media timeout yet, or the under 8-minute media timeout. So you knew there was 2 of them coming. And Nebraska left Price Sanford on the bench because he wasn't part of the 5 that was out there on the floor that really started to bring Nebraska back and give him a little bit of juice. And I think that's one thing that Fred does really well is he handles the substitutions and the minutes in game, the strategy there. He has a real good feel, and you should as a coach, and especially when you're 24 games into this thing, you should have a really good feel about who you trust in some of the biggest moments. And that just goes back to, it feels like, man, if Nebraska could just get one more guy off the bench, normally it'd probably be Connor Essegian. I think in this year it's Jared Curtis, it's Jared Garcia. Jared Garcia. I think that's just who it is. Now, does Garcia help you rebound in the basketball? Maybe. I don't know. I think it's just another bigger body that's out there more consistently. But, to Fred's credit and to Fred's defense, you can't sit a guy for an entirety of a second half because you can't trust him. And then in overtime, when you need somebody just to step up, just to put him in, like, you just can't do it. And so, I think Nebraska's got a couple of answers that there are questions they need to answer. And let's hope that, I think you have a pretty easy game against Northwestern coming up on Saturday. And then it's, on to Iowa next Tuesday.
Nick, I almost texted this to us last night. IQ Crew, you're spot on. Lawrence's slip in OT reminded me of Emmett Johnson's slip trip on the 4th down against USC blackout game.
Sure.
That's exactly, you say just a gut punch. IQ Crew it was, because I was thinking,
What a horrible way to end the game,
Yeah.
man. Horrible way to end the game. But again, Nebraska's got to bounce back very quickly.
Like, this is the thing. Once again, this stuff happens. Nebraska lost at home. Guess what? Illinois lost at home. Nebraska was in third place for like 30 minutes last night in the Big Ten standings. They were in third place. Then Illinois lost at home to unranked Wisconsin, a team Nebraska won back in December against by 30. These things happen, and Nebraska's right back, tied for second place, and the schedule's the schedule, and they have chances to win games against teams like Northwestern, Penn State, Maryland, all at home coming up. Iowa's at home. Iowa next Tuesday, though, is on the road. So, and then you got the West Coast trip. This thing feels completely different if Nebraska can go out and now win. Let me rephrase this. Let me restructure this a different way. You do not have to play Michigan, Michigan State, Illinois, Wisconsin, or Purdue anymore the rest of the year. That's it. That there's things are in front of you here. If Nebraska is able to beat Northwestern Saturday, win on the road at Iowa, beat Maryland and Penn State in back-to-back home games, and then win one of two or even two of two on the West Coast trip, you feel completely different about this thing. We're not even having this conversation about, man, Nebraska got out-rebounded. Like, things are still in front of you. Opportunities are still ahead. On to the next.
All business has to be towards Northwestern, which they will have at least 80 former alumni players there. So that place will be filled with a lot of nostalgia and a lot of history, a lot of big moment guys that'll be there. Folks, we'll come back with the AD Attitude Adjustment. It's The Drive.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2025 Ford F-150 for $199 per month.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1007055. Previous service owner. $199 per month. Lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 6,800 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26. See dealer for details.
Let's fly. Your next trip starts at Lincoln Airport with American Airlines. Now flying nonstop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, and Chicago. American Airlines connects Lincoln to major hubs and destinations around the globe. Wherever you're headed, LNK gets you there with new nonstop flights on American Airlines.
Now boarding.
Convenient, fast, and stress-free. Book your next flight at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Winter is just around the corner. Is your vehicle ready? Don't get left out in the cold. At A1 Automotive, we prep your car for whatever winter throws your way here in Nebraska. For battery checks, brake inspections, tires, heaters, whatever your car needs to keep you and your family safe on the road, we've got you covered. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to get stronger just around the corner, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to crush a few reps before class with our expanded strength equipment or sweat it out on your way home from work. With over 2,800 locations, there's a Planet Fitness close to you, and most are open 24 hours. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See club for details.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
A lot of people in the summertime think, gee, I want to build a new home. By the time they go through the process of sitting down, getting the permits, and getting the home started, the home isn't done until January or February.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
I think the best time to start designing your new home is the month of February. Get an early start on it. Sit down, the snow's flying. Let's sit around the table. Let's drop some plans. When we're looking out for a homeowner, we're always keeping their budget in mind. Let's put numbers together and let's get that thing started so that the home's done in summer. or fall before school starts. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done.
Make your dream a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your dream home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Here's Stacy from Petal Creations.
Ordering flowers is intimidating if you don't know what you're doing.
Petal Creations experts care about designing a bouquet that conveys your special message from the heart.
You deserve to have a personal florist that you can depend on, who can take your message, turn it into a bouquet, and deliver it in a timely manner. And the rest is up to you.
Petal Creations in the Edgewood Shopping Center or at petalcreations.com.
So give us a call. We've got you.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, it's been a good ride with you this morning. Appreciate all the riders and all the drivers that hang out with us every morning. Swim, you got a busy day today, man?
Yeah, we got lots of stuff going on at the station today.
Tell us more about the prizes coming up, how they can.
So Friday, we are going to be giving away for a special someone in your life a Valentine's Day themed charcuterie board. Yes. And so more information and more details to come on that.
The words of Dave Chappelle, so many cheeses I've never seen before.
Yes, from our good friends at Grazing Gouda. So we will be giving away a Valentine's Day themed charcuterie board. If you want to, it's going to be available for delivery on Valentine's Day. So if you got a special night planned on Valentine's Day, sure, that too. You can make sure you're listening Friday to earn your chance and win your free Valentine's Day charcuterie board from our friends at Grazing Gouda. We'll do that Friday on the show.
We'll be ready. Folks, they were down 22. Talking and speaking of the Huskers, most teams quit. Nebraska didn't. They fought. They adjusted. Took the lead in overtime, but they didn't get the win, but they showed heart. And, folks, it's such as it is with life. Heck, you might be in a situation you feel down 22 right now. Lord knows I have been there. Frustrated, doubting. Things just aren't falling the way they should. Similar to Nebraska shots in that first half, but it's not over. See, folks, when you check your attitude, you don't let the first half, the first call, the first email, the first loss, the first disappointment define your finish. That's the whole thing. The first half swim doesn't have to define your finish. But I'll tell you what, you win the next possession, win the next minute, win the next hour. Control what you can control. Keep fighting. Man, I'm going to tell y'all something. I had a catheter for 13 days, and it sucked. And I kept telling myself, AD, just get to 10 o'clock. Just get to 11 o'clock. The scoreboard changes. Your attitude, that's your choice.
There it is.
Swim, been a good ride, brother.
Back tomorrow, my friend.
Back tomorrow. Folks, have a good day. Stick with One-on-One with DP coming up next. We'll ride with you tomorrow.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to get stronger just around the corner. so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to crush a few reps before class with our expanded strength equipment or sweat it out on your way home from work. With over 2,800 locations, there's a Planet Fitness close to you, and most are open 24 hours. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Join the club today and get your first month free. Just $1 down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, February 13th.
See club for details.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at PAHLincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road.